Hi Libra, I hope that you're all doing well. We are here with your reading from the beginning to mid-April. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing there be a really big focus on like letting go of something from the past. It can be a person, it can be a thing that you're still holding on to, or like a memory or a feeling, something that you feel like you don't need to hold on to anymore, that it's kind of hindering you to hold on to. I was seeing your energy come out, Libra. I was also seeing Aquarius come through too. May have Aquarius in your chart. Maybe dealing with an Aquarian energy. This can also be connected with like a relationship that you've been in for some time, or somebody that you've known for a while. So yeah, this is like an energetic update of sorts. All right, we're starting off with the Ace of Pentacles. This is a great thing to see if you had been hoping for something to materialize for you, if you'd been hoping for a new chapter. This is the beginning of something new for you. Wow, a new chapter that's associated with you walking away from something, or like finally leaving a situation that you recognize is not going to bring you what you want, which can be quite difficult in and of itself, because that means there's an acceptance of, hey, I may have really wanted things to work out within this situation or with this person, and I'm seeing that when I let go of my models and my expectations and I just come into the now, I recognize that when it comes to like my needs, what I need within this situation, they're not going to be fulfilled. As much as I may want them to be fulfilled in this situation, it's not going to happen. And so that's why the moving away, walking away, going to like explore other things is very important here, because there's this desire to feel fulfilled, this knowledge that one is not feeling fulfilled in current circumstances or circumstances you recently left, and this hope and wish that you are going to find what will fulfill you coming forward, moving towards that. So that's what this new beginning is associated with for you. I'm hearing, see how we can make all the connections. It may feel strenuous on you emotionally right now, but that's why it is important to exercise that. It's kind of like whatever is showing up and feeling difficult for you is what you want to focus on doing. So if you feel like things are difficult on you emotionally right now, it's very important to focus on recalibrating, to focus on centering, to focus on grounding your energy, to focus on managing your emotions using healthy and effective coping strategies. There may be a lot that you're going through emotionally right now, and this also gives you an opportunity to gain skills on the emotional front, Libra. I'm seeing this active desire for you to be as like grounded and composed as possible, meaning that no matter what it is that you're moving through, there's this space of, I'm validating that this is what I'm feeling, and I'm also keeping an eye on myself and how I'm handling things to ensure that I'm not acting out, to be mindful of that. I'm seeing like you really balancing and managing your mental health feels very, very important for you right now. Like the most important thing. I'm seeing this be very much the foundation of this new beginning for you. I'm also seeing you make progress as well with this. So this is something that you've been working to get to this point of. It's kind of like balancing all of the emotional and energetic energy, spiritual energy, because cups are spiritual energy as well, and just like your energetic resources. And I'm seeing you're connecting this, like this hopefully grounded energy of you being in a space where you're like, I know I'm going through this, it's a little bit difficult, but I'm learning how to handle myself and how to ground, and I know how to like not act out within the situation that's going on right now. So this is really flexing your emotional skill set and toolbox. And I'm seeing you're also managing this with like practical decisions that you're making too, because pentacles are practical. So these may be like real life decisions that you're making that are somehow tied to what's going on for you emotionally, that are associated with you trying new things. The Fool is about expanding. It's about maybe ending up in a space that's different than where we thought we'd be going, but giving things a try. Because the Fool is like, we may be starting at zero again, but we're going to build things up. And if you, it also asks you to take a leap of faith as well, to really show up. But you may have felt like you needed to get something composed emotionally and mentally for yourself. And as you're kind of coming out on the tail end of, I feel like I'm getting a bit more grounded, a bit more centered, I feel like I'm getting a bit more direction now, I'm seeing this is helping you manage this aspect of whatever new venture this is that you're beginning. Whatever new creation this is that you are bringing into your life. I'm also hearing responsive with the Sun, so maybe there was something that your soul was urging you to do and you were called to respond. I'm also seeing a lot of yellow sticking out to me. Yellow energy is your solar plexus energy, so this is like your willingness within the situations that you're facing currently. You may have felt like something was out of balance, or there was a lack of reciprocity, or kind of like, my standards are here, this situation is not matching it for whatever reason. And there may also be a concern with, like, I'm going into this new beginning for myself where it's really taking a lot of courage and a leap of faith on my end, and I hope that it's worth it to me, and I hope that I can find reciprocity within this. Like, I care about equality and feeling like there's an amount of balance that maybe I felt was out of balance before. I'm seeing like all of the stuff that's associated with this new beginning and you taking this chance and starting this new thing and exploring and discovering. There's also a lot of mystery and a lot of things that are not clarified yet for you. Because I'm seeing this be like, I'm about to start this adventure and I'm about to see where things go and really take a chance on this new aspect of my life. For some of you, I'm also hearing career. And to have the moon here, it's kind of like this mystery adventure that you're about to embark upon. And I'm seeing it also be associated with quite a big transition within your life as well, with the Death card on the bottom of the deck. But you may feel like this is kind of an upheaval emotionally for you. Yeah, I hear that focus on reciprocity is, you may have felt like something was missing emotionally from whatever it was that you were involved in before. Like a lacking is the sense that I get emotionally. So now you're looking for especially emotional reciprocity. I'm seeing this feel very, very important. Like, that may be why you left whatever situation, or why you're leaving whatever situation that was before. There could have been like a lack of connecting emotionally, like in an intimate, like water sort of way. You may still not know what exactly this is going to look like for yourself either. You just knew that like that last situation wasn't really it for you. Like there was a lack of feeling connected. Okay, so I'm seeing your guides kind of give you a to-do list. What is being suggested for you is to sort of like write down what your values are, what your standards are, if you have like certain needs and things like that. Like, what am I willing to compromise on? What am I not willing to compromise on? If I'm connecting with things emotionally, what do I need and what am I looking for? So to get more, I'm hearing frank, but I'm seeing this be like you kind of cataloging what reciprocity looks like to you is going to feel important, because I'm getting that this is like part of the digging up of the subconscious energy. Let's talk about birth charts quickly. Big focus here on the moon. You learning about, if you have an interest in it, and this is something that you're diving into now, you learning about your moon. Your moon, one of the many things that the moon represents in your birth chart is your emotional needs. And so the sign that your moon is in is going to tell you like how you deal with your emotions. It's going to tell you what brings you a sense of security. Also, too, the house that your moon is in is going to tell you where you may experience a lot of ups and downs within your life, because the moon is a very like fluid, moving energy, and so you can experience a lot of ups and downs in that area of your life, but it's also like kind of where your heart lies in a way. And so this is going to tell you more about like your needs and all of that, the sign and the house that your moon is in. Let's say, for example, that let's say you have an Aries moon, okay? This means that you may get like really riled up and feel things very strongly and passionately. But because Aries is a quick energy, it's like you may be quick to feel something or like get angry, but then it also goes away very quickly. It's like a very fast filtration system. If you have your moon in Cancer, you may hold on to things longer. You may be more sentimental about things. You may feel more like protective and nurturing. And it can be hard to let go of things. I'm getting the word resentment coming through strongly. If you are an earth sign moon, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, you may be more practical, more about like, what do we need to do within the 3D and how to get this done, especially Capricorn moon. It's like very much a business person. I see that my sister has a Capricorn moon, and so it's very much like, we got to do this, we got to do that here. It's like an organized, structured sort of energy, a disciplined energy as well. So moon is really going to tell you like, when I'm in a relationship, what do I need? And it's associated with your love language as well. But yeah, if you're looking into further insights into your emotional needs and your emotional world, because the moon represents like your astral body and the emotional experience that you're having. Just like Mercury can be your mental experience that you're having, and your rising can be the physical experience that you're having, your moon is the emotional experience that you're having. And you will understand more about the nature of your moon and really where that shows up within your life by knowing the house that it's placed in and also the sign. If you have your moon in an air sign, I definitely find that air signs, I mean, especially as this is an air sign reading, right, with Libra, when you have your moon in an air sign, it can be sometimes more difficult to connect, because it's like you're taking a very cerebral energy and trying to mix that with water. And so sometimes it can be hard, because it's like I'm either in my head or I'm in my emotions, and sometimes it can be hard to synthesize the two. But that also depends on like the aspects that you have within your chart too. We're not going to get into that. This is a tarot reading after all, but in the wider sense of everything, it's all connected. So just, we have been pointed in that direction. So yeah, checking in on your moon can definitely be helpful, or having somebody analyze that for you. I'm also seeing something here about, like, there's conflict that you would potentially want to avoid or not really be into, but this can also be you being in a space where you're like, I don't want to create more conflict than is necessary. Conflict, wanting to avoid conflict, not being interested. It's like this showing up at your door and you being like, no, thank you. I'm not into that at all. I mean, especially as we're talking about Libra here, right? One of the like major points of Libra, and archetypally speaking, one of the main jobs of Libra is either to prevent or avoid or to ease conflict. So it's like, how do we not make conflict happen? But sometimes it can be avoidant to the point of, I need to address this, but I'd rather not get in the middle of that because I feel so uncomfortable with conflict, so I'm not going to address that. We're just talking about archetypes here. There are many other things that play into this, but if you have a lot of Libra or 7th house placements, this is something that you can experience. Or like, you have Mars in Libra, can be like, I'd really rather not have conflict, and we can find a way to address things so it's not like that. But something may just need to be addressed so you can get it out of the way, because you may, if you find that you keep running from something and it's like you always feel like you're being chased by this thing, you may decide it's going to be more effective to turn around and face it so you don't have to deal with it. Focus on situations and getting into relationships and participating in relationships and exchanging energy with people and within situations where you feel valued. If you are feeling like something is out of balance as far as the values, you are going to feel like you're doing the opposite of what you're setting out to do. So this is important for you, okay? In this chapter, I'm seeing a very fresh new beginning for you. So this is going to feel like you're really turning over the next page to a new chapter. Like, you're going to be able to tell that there's like a different type of air around you. Okay. Practical choices need to be made. You getting to the point where you're asking yourself about reciprocity is the key to this. And really looking into why you're making decisions in the manner that you are, and also what's motivating them, especially with your interpersonal relationships. Here it is. There may be actually a new relationship that you're taking a chance on. I'm getting confirmation of this. There's a new relationship that you're taking a chance on. This may be something where you are being required to take a leap of faith, and there's a lot of mystery surrounding this. There is a lot of unknown, but you feel drawn in this direction, and it will take a leap of faith, courage on your end to kind of try this out. It's like you always go for banana ice cream and blueberry ice cream is catching your eye, and you may actually go for that, even though it's something that's different. Uranus energy, different. You don't know if you're gonna like it or not. With the moon here, the moon is like, it's a mystery though. Don't you want to have the adventure? The thing with the Fool is that if you look at this as like a discovery or an exploratory space for yourself where you are exploring a relationship, potentially, because this is all dependent on you and what you want to do here, and if this is something you want to go for. Look at this as you exploring and trying something new. Sometimes we can get to a space where we like don't take action, and our choices, we're being like so reserved with the choices that we're making that we forget that we are also here to have experiences and see how they go. But if there's like so much tension of like, I need to get it perfect, I need it to be right, and you feel like you have a lot to lose, it may be harder at times to take a leap of faith. But this is telling you to like trust yourself and trust the universe and try out that new flavor. So this is what you feel pushed towards. But again, it's going to take courage on your end to make this choice, but you already know what you want to do. It's just about doing it. And also finding a like, how do we take practical steps to make this happen as well. But I'm seeing the mental part is the most difficult part for you, most challenging part. Because you're kind of in a space where you're like sort of wrapping your head around potentially taking this chance. But there may be some anxiety that's connected with it because you feel like you're sort of putting yourself out there, or putting yourself even at risk, or doing something maybe you wouldn't normally do. But growing through the process. You may be working with this person in some sort of environment where you work or partner. Something about working together with this individual and seeing like whether or not you can find what it is that you need and what it is that you're looking for. But I'm seeing this be like you don't know yet. So you're going to have to, like, if you want to find out, you're going to have to take a chance. But it seems like this is something that's really going to stick with you until you address it. I'm definitely getting confirmation of, like, if you want to see where this goes, you're going to have to, like, pick a side. Because I'm seeing you on the fence right now, and you're going to have to jump over. I'm looking at Uranus, Gemini, Pisces. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody. I did see Scorpio also on the bottom of the deck. That's coming through. I'd like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.